Welcome, Chellcy.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. So this is where we met. We met at Crossroads.
Yes, we did. Open mic night.
Yeah, what was it? Was it 6-7 months ago?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah,
it was
around
winter
there.
time.
It was cold. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was in leather, so pretty much like my trademark.
Yes, him and I was too.
Yeah, I remember. And we had you sound amazing. I mean, I've seen you play
Thank you.
and so on. It's just how long have you been doing music?
Not very long, actually.
Really?
About 5 years.
Cool.
Maybe
So-
6 now. I'm not sure.
So what got you into it?
About 5. I used to be a professional dancer,
Right.
and I injured myself really bad, and I found out that I wasn't going to be able to dance ever again, basically.
Wow.
And I was pretty depressed, and so laid up on the couch with my feet elevated, and so I started working on a song just because I had always wanted to songwrite, and I had always written poetry and stuff, but
That's amazing.
never tried to put it to music. So
Right.
I just had a go at it on the couch, and I wrote Blue. That was the first song I ever
First
wrote.
track, yeah.
Yeah, and I actually worked on it with my mom.
Wow. All right. So your
Yeah.
mom does music?
She used to be a singer.
Wow.
In
Okay.
not solo singer, but she sung with choirs and stuff like that.
Right.
And also with a trio.
That's amazing.
So,
So like jazz and stuff as well?
Yeah, she did a bit of like blues, full gospel.
That's really interesting.
yeah.
I'd love to meet her one day.
And she's a cool lady.
Yeah, definitely.
I might
she's your
might
mom.
be biased.
I mean, she's your mom, so
I'm just
she's
a little
definitely
bit biased,
cool.
Yeah.
No, because I remember when you sang here, it was more of a you did a couple of covers and a couple of songs that were you didn't play covers, you played your songs, and I remember walking up to you and I was like, was that really your stuff? And you were like, yes, and I was super impressed because it was really good. So you're working on a few things now, right? So that we get to hear it.
Yes, I am.
So-
I'm actually really excited. The newest project I'm working on is a songwriting collaboration with Edward Mifsud, who's a
Right.
guitarist in my band. And he wrote a song basically about his experience of COVID and isolation and his response to that.
Right.
And then Valletta Cultural Agency had this call for an artist in residency program, and it fit perfectly with that. And so I said, let's apply for this. And he was like, cool, let's do it. And so we applied to the Valletta Cultural Agency, and we were really surprised that we got it.
That's awesome.
So now we're working on that song collaboration, and we just had our second day of recording. And I'm a visual artist as well. So I'm
Right.
doing some visual artwork to create a lyric video for the song, and it's going really well so far.
That
I'm
is
super
amazing.
excited
Looking
about
forward to hearing it, definitely.
Got a 60s vibe to it. It's really cool.
That's what you had last time. I was going to say jazz, but it wasn't really jazz. It was just it's a really cool vibe to your music. I can't put my
Thanks.
finger on it. I don't know what it is exactly, but since you mentioned 60s, it does kind of vaguely resemble that, definitely in that sense. But it's you. That's what's most important, and that's what's really cool about it. So I'm definitely looking forward to hearing those tracks.
Thank you.
That's going to be
Thanks.
interesting. So you've been in Malta for a while now, haven't you?
Yes. I started coming here as a dancer in
Right.
2005, and
What kind of dance do you do?
a whole bunch of stuff. I did 21 years of ballet and contemporary,
Wow.
and but my solo career was actually built on ethnic dances. I did flamenco, the solo style samba,
Right.
and belly dancing, mostly Egyptian styles and folkloric dance styles. And that took me all over the world.
That's
And
amazing.
it first brought me to Malta. And I just kept coming back every year. My sponsor kept bringing me back to teach and do shows. And I fell in love with the island, and I said, I've got to move here.
Story of our
So-
lives. I know. It's
Yeah.
a lot of us that ended up living here we used to come for a short period of time, and then we'd like, yeah, this island is just amazing. We just stick around
It
for
really
a bit.
is. It's such a cool place.
It is
I
a
love
great
it here.
place. It's
I
a great
really
place.
do.
So tell us more about you. How do you grow up? Where are you from? What do you do?
I'm originally from Visalia, California. It's a small agricultural town in the middle of the Central Valley.
Awesome.
So it was a cool place to grow up. Really beautiful, just an hour to the mountains and 2 hours to the beach.
Wow.
So it was fun. Lots of outdoors activities and
Nice.
stuff. And then I went to university in visual arts
Right.
and art history up in Northern California, where they grow tons of weed.
Yeah.
So much weed you can smell it when you're driving down the freeway. Seriously, it smells like skunk everywhere you go.
Awesome. Oh, it smells like heaven.
It's
Are you sure it's not
insane.
heaven? I mean, that's what would heaven smell like, I believe.
I don't even smoke it,
I
but
know.
You didn't need to. You
Yeah,
got
of
high
course.
driving down the freeway.
That's awesome.
So.
All right, note to self.
Exactly. The Humboldt Green.
Yeah. They're working on actually legalizing it soon here.
Okay, cool.
It's already medicinal and so on.
Yeah.
There's a few clinics out there that do that, but hopefully soon it'll become also recreational. So
Oh, wow. Interesting.
it should be fun.
That's
I
cool.
mean, to be honest, it's been proven that's a lot healthier than alcohol. And
Yeah, you don't hear of people killing people in cars because they were high on weed.
Exactly.
So.
If you're high, you just drive really slow.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, yeah, dude, I'm stuck. See, that always reminds me of Cheech and Chong. So, you know, how they were driving on the freeways. That's kind of how that's how I kind of see every.
All of Malta.
Hilarious. Like cool 70s vans. That's awesome. So, yeah, then you moved. When did you move to Europe?
Actually, I moved to Chicago first,
right.
and I graduated from the School of the Art Institute of Chicago there, and in visual arts. And then I was making so much money dancing. I said, I'm going to just focus on dancing for my career for a while because it won't last forever, you know? Eventually you'll have to stop because something in your body will give out. And so I ended up living in Firenze for a little while and Stockholm for a bit.
Stockholm is beautiful for that.
Oh, it is.
Especially for contemporary arts and so on.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a huge culture over there.
Yeah, it's fabulous. I love it. And spent a lot of time in Toronto as well. And then 2005, I started coming here. And I always include it on my tours, on my dance tours, because I used to tour with bands and to different dance conventions, teaching and performing. Nice. And so I'd always put Malta on the circuit.
What venues did you play at? I mean,
all kinds, like mostly theaters and dance conventions. But then I also did tons of seedy little nightclubs with Egyptian bands and orchestras and
that's crazy. Now,
DJs.
When you mentioned Egyptians, 'cause to me, I mean, for us, I mean, I grew up on Egyptian cinema, for example.
Right,
you know,
right.
Because it's a big thing.
King Farouk.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so all of that stuff. So it's really cool to see people actually from the U.S. doing the opposite. Because I know that there are, you know, actors and so on that went to Hollywood to act and so on, and some of them did really well. And then there's the opposite, where people like you actually ended up, you know, picking up on the culture and traveling around the world doing that sort of arts.
Yeah.
And that's really, really cool. I mean, I remember people like Omar Sharif and Ron Malik and all these guys who have definitely done their fair share in the Middle East, or should I say Egypt. You know?
Yeah.
And vice versa. That's really interesting when you think of it that way.
Yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed it, and I tried to come up with some unique fusions that were both history-based and research-based. So it was fusion, not confusion.
Yeah, right.
And that was a lot of fun. I never really I taught folkloric dances and stuff like that, but towards the end, I was really focused on the fusion because I felt that it just spoke to me more, and it fit with me more.
Yeah.
Also because I'm not Egyptian, and I'll never be Egyptian, no matter how hard I try.
Hey,
you know, so
you never know.
Yeah,
you lived there long enough. It's cool.
I'm Maltese now, so why not Egyptian, right?
Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Yeah, hopefully soon I get to apply and see where it goes
Very
from there.
cool.
Thanks.
Very cool. It took me almost 2 years to get it.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, it's a long haul, but worth it.
Definitely worth it. I mean, I've waited 10 years now, so we'll see.
Oh,
Might
wow.
as well wait more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good luck.
No, thanks. So, yeah, but that's a bit of interesting history you got.
Yeah, it was fun. And most of my musical training came from that because I used to go around with a lot of musicians, touring and even teaching and performing at dance camps. And so I had my darbuka or tabla, Egyptian tabla, with me all the time and tried to pick up some drumming, played finger cymbals, and I learned quite a bit about their rhythms. I didn't know you played tabla
because I'm a killer tabla player.
I suck at tabla.
Oh, really? Right.
I'm terrible at it, but it helped me learn the music more and it helped me learn the rhythms more. But I kill it at finger cymbals.
Okay.
And maracas.
All right.
So
okay.
yeah.
So you got your rhythm going.
I can be
right?
your backup for your tabla playing.
I'll be looking forward to actually hanging out and jamming.
That'll be awesome.
That'll be fun. Yeah, because drumming in North African culture is a big part of our DNA, basically.
Yeah.
So you're literally out of your mom, and you could play any beat. Mm-hmm. We have a bunch of beats that are literally ingrained in our DNA. There's no other way to explain it, and it's a big part of the. Obviously, you got the football hooligans. There's always a tabla, all right, somewhere there, and a huge drum, all right. And there's always so you got your football guys, you got your weddings, you know, so you got your festivities, graduations every day. I mean, literally every celebration, there is a darbuka or a tabla involved,
right?
Or North African drum, if you like to call it. And it's always involved, and there's always a bunch of people that are really good at it that is sticking around. And then if you hear the rhythm so many times, I mean, you hear the rhythm for a good hour and a half, it gets ingrained in your skull. You know what I mean? It gets ingrained in there, and you can actually pick it up.
They're very catchy rhythms, too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They really resonate with the heart and the natural rhythms in the body.
That's true.
Easy
and as you start dancing, the tempo goes up. And for sure.
Totally.
And as your heart rate bumps. Yeah, that's really cool. No, it's interesting actually hearing it from you.
Yeah.
It is.
It
honestly.
was fun. It was
fun.
All right. A lot of fun. Good times.
Definitely.
But now I'm on to music, and I'm loving it.
That's
I'm really
amazing.
Enjoying it a lot.
So you're working on a video recently, I saw?
Yeah, actually, I've got a few projects besides the VCA one and the lyric video for that. I'm also working on a song called The Rain Song with my friend Chuck Moyen. He's up in Frankfurt.
Right.
It's a funny story. We met at the airport.
Okay.
So
that's where the best people meet.
Yeah,
I know.
He worked there, and we just met, and in about 15 minutes, fell in love with each other's music, and we're like, we have to collaborate. And 2 weeks later, we were going to production on a new song, which was The Garden. So
that's really cool.
We've stuck to it. So now we're about to release our second song together. So
that's amazing.
Should be good.
So where can people find this music?
Spotify. Yeah.
Under what?
Chellcy Reitsma.
That's your camera right there. You can tell them.
Okay. You can find my music on Spotify under Chellcy Reitsma, Reitsma. And also on YouTube, I have quite a number of music videos. So
awesome! I'll leave links in the description, guys. So feel free to follow her music and find it out. I'm definitely looking forward to a bunch of it. So that's really cool. So what are your future plans now with regards to that?
Just basically to get through this VCA project. And
when is that, by the way? And where can we come see it?
I have to have the whole project done by the end of July.
Cool. So. And where can we see it?
It will be released August 20th on YouTube and Spotify and everywhere. So.
Definitely, so looking forward to that. That's
and I'm doing my first stop motion animation, which has been a challenge. So.
Okay, so you're doing the whole thing on your own?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes.
So you do filming as well?
So,
that's really cool. That is interesting.
It's been fun. I'm doing like charcoal drawings, basically, and keeping it raw and really old school. So
nice.
Kind of a William Kentridge sort of style.
Oh, that's interesting. We're definitely going to talk more about that.
Yeah, definitely. I love him.
We got to really hang out, and it's actually really interesting you're a very interesting person to talk to.
Thank
I remember
you.
the last time it's just COVID and so on. We never really got a chance to hang out because,
it's true.
And hopefully that will change soon, and we'll get to hang out more often.
That'd be great. Another open mic night.
Looking forward. That's actually coming back to Crossroads. So yeah, we'll keep you guys posted with that. We'll have open mic nights up at Crossroads. So if you're a singer, guitarist, drummer, bassist, whatever it is, play the triangle. All right, drag your ass over and come on down. And let's make some noise. But yeah,
awesome.
So was that your first time here at Crossroads?
Yes, it was.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. And
I really enjoyed it. Really had the feeling of a open mic night in San Francisco or LA.
It's very authentic, and it's very it's the real deal. It is the real deal. There's a lot of really good musicians that come around here, and we all just hang out and make some proper noise.
Yeah.
And it's good fun. No,
I
really
was a bit intimidated at first because I knew like so many good musicians come for open mic nights, but everyone's so cool and down to earth. I felt totally comfortable after
it's all about the love
5
here.
minutes.
It's all about the love here, definitely.
Yeah.
Everybody just hangs out, and we just play some music and hang out, and we just as you saw, everybody just wants to get drunk and make some noise.
Yes. It was a blast, though. It was really
It was great,
fun.
yeah. And so that was your first time. That's quite
Yep.
interesting. I thought you came here before.
We were supposed to do a gig here, actually, but then COVID hit and it got canceled.
Of course. I had a bunch of gigs signed up. Don't even get me started on that.
Yeah.
I had so much planned.
Same here. Our whole
so
tour.
much planned.
We had a UK
Same
tour
here.
planned.
Same here. I had a tour
Okay.
planned, and but then my single was supposed to be released, and then everything got screwed over by COVID. So we're like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna play it by ear. So we started a podcast.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
I'm excited about your podcast.
Thanks. No, welcome to the podcast, and you're definitely going to be coming back for sure.
Thanks.
I mean, that'll be awesome to have you around. Honest to God, it's just a pleasure. Pleasure as always.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
No, honestly.
Pleasure's been mine.
Whenever you want. All right, podcast is yours. Just give me a buzz, and you're always on it. So
Thank
definitely,
you.
if you got anything you want to share with us, other than with your music and future plans and so on, by all means.
Just please check out my website, ChellcyReitsma.com, and YouTube and Spotify. Give me a follow.
Awesome. You heard it here from Chellcy Reitsma. See you guys later. Peace.
Cool.
Cheers.
Cheers.